I really want you to picture your future self, your dream self. And I know I've asked you this in other videos, but like the thing that your dream self would be doing, if you have an idea kind of what that is, or at least where you want to be in life, like mentally, physically, like even if it just means feeling good about yourself, cool. This dream version of yourself that you are picturing in your head right now, that future already belongs to you. Like that is already yours. Manifestation is not this wish list. It's not you writing down your list of goals and your dreams and giving it to Santa and just waiting for it to work. And so for me, I feel like I've honestly just started understanding in the past few months what manifestation really means and how to actually do it. And it sounds really silly because we all work with the universe in different ways. We all have different practices and things that work for us, right? So there's not one right way to manifest things. But what I really want to talk about in this video is what I've learned about manifestation in the past few months and how what I've learned has like completely changed my life. I think when most people struggle to reach their goals, they're either too much on one side of a spectrum, right? So there's this side, which is complacency and not putting in enough work to get where you need to be. The other side is being too controlling, trying too much to control your own reality to a point where you don't let the universe work through you. And I think for me, what I've been realizing that the key to manifestation is finding this happy medium between the two of those things. If you guys watch my channel, you guys probably can already guess what side of the spectrum I'm more on. I'm more on this side where I feel the need to control everything. Everything that I want, all of my goals, I know that I can get them to a point where I will work myself to death until I get there. I was kind of so obsessed with my future self that I was really struggling to be in the present. Like I have been making content for 3 years, and honestly, for 3 years, I wasn't really getting anywhere. I was really focused on views, on numbers, on money. I wanted to escape the 9 to 5. I wanted to do this full time. And that's all I was focused on. Like I was making decent content, but like I was so focused on the outcome and the benefits that would come from doing YouTube and having a YouTube channel that I wasn't actually making content that was true to me. I was niching myself down in a box because I had one college advice video that did really, really well. So after that, I kept making college advice videos, and I was scared that if I made anything else, that my videos wouldn't get my usual 1,000 views, right? So I was kind of making content almost out of fear. And so I started eventually watching this YouTuber. Her name is Trinity. You guys should definitely go check her out. She's amazing. She makes spirituality content. And in one of the videos, she was talking about how as soon as she stopped trying with her YouTube, everything just kind of started to blow up for her. And I remember around that same week where I had found her videos, I also was getting like all these other signs that I just needed to let go of a lot of the control that I was holding on to. Like I was getting like a lot of really bad headaches. I wasn't sleeping well because I was stressing. I just was so obsessed with where I wanted to be that I wasn't being in the present. So I started being a little bit more observant of my feelings. I started making more time for myself to meditate, to just sit with my feelings, just kind of understand like what was going on. And eventually I just remember sitting with myself and I could really feel that fear that I was operating under when making content and when thinking about my future. I just had this fear that I was like literally running on and using as like this energy behind what I was doing. There was just one day I was like, you know what? I feel like there's a lot of signs for me that I just really need to let go and just surrender to whatever the universe has in store for me. If I'm gonna be successful, if I'm gonna quit my 9 to 5, if I'm gonna make a lot of money, I don't have to obsess over it. It's gonna come to me. And so eventually I just started to let go. So I wasn't checking my YouTube analytics every second. I also wasn't obsessing over the kind of content I was gonna make. I started planning videos that I actually was excited about and that I felt like was really true to me. And in that moment when I made that decision to stop obsessing over the future and also stop obsessing over what other people thought about me, everything worked out in my favor. It was kind of like the universe had been waiting for me to do this kind of stuff, to do exactly what I had been always dreaming of. Because as soon as I started doing it, everything just lined up. I've never felt so connected with you guys, like my audience, than I ever have my entire career on YouTube. And it's not just because my audience is growing, it's because I'm actually making content that's true to me and that people actually want to hear. Like we're having real conversations about things that actually matter to us. Like that for me is the best part about having let go. Because if I had never done that, we wouldn't be sitting here having these conversations that like I'm having with you guys like every single day. So all to say, if you really obsess with the details and performance and numbers and how you can get to your future self now, just recognize the fact that like you are already where you need to be. You're exactly where you need to be. Your future self, that future that you're dreaming of, again, it belongs to you. So when you start to let go a little bit of that control, you give the universe room to move in your life, because honestly, you guys, you can't force anything out of the universe. You have to flow with it. As soon as you start riding with the waves of life, which I don't know, this sounds so silly, but like as soon as you start really letting go of control, things will change. I'm telling you, like I'm a living, breathing example, and I'm still not exactly where I want to be yet. And I'm also still working on letting go of control, but I'm telling you guys, it's gonna make a huge difference. Now, that being said, there's also the other side of the spectrum. And this is one thing that I had to learn a few years ago, is complacency. So a lot of people, I think, struggle with this when it comes to manifestation. A lot of people have this dream version of themselves that they want to see, that they want to be, that they want to do, and they see it, but they struggle to take steps to get there. So some people might call this laziness, but I think a lot of times this kind of complacency, or whatever you want to call it, comes from fear. A lot of people don't take action on what they want to do because they're scared of failure. They're scared to try something and put their all into it because they don't know what the outcome's going to be. And a lot of times the way that we're brought up, like in the society, is we're taught like, you know, you do something and you get this instant gratification from it, right? So you're in school, you do something well, you get a good grade instantly. And also, we see a lot of people achieving things online, right? Like we see a lot of people getting the benefits from their hard work, but a lot of times on social media, we don't actually see the back end of how much work it took for that person to get there. And so naturally, a lot of us, when we are manifesting, when we're trying to manifest something, we're so focused on that mood board, right? Like we're so focused on like that Pinterest photo of that girl with all of her packages laid around her, and like all, you know, you want to manifest this dream life for yourself. So you're seeing the outcome, but you're not seeing on your Pinterest board that same girl losing sleep and staying up all night to finish the orders, and all the years and hard work and maybe the debt that she went into to get her business to where it's at today, right? So what I really think it comes down to is questioning your goals, questioning where you want to be, and really ask yourself, like, do you actually want to do that thing? Are you actually passionate about being a content creator? Or do you just see a lot of people do it and you feel like that's the only option, right? If you actually are passionate about doing whatever it is that you want to do, you're going to naturally want to learn about it. You're naturally going to do it. And yes, there is that fear there. There is that fear that maybe you might not be successful, or maybe you'll fail, or maybe whatever. But if you want something badly enough, yes, you can put it on a vision board and look at it every day and visualize yourself there. But unless you go out and just do the thing, you're never going to get there. So again, when you're picturing your dream self and what they're doing and what they're successful at, you really have to ask yourself, what is he or she doing every single day? Not only to celebrate and bask in the success that they've attained, but also what have they been doing and what are they still doing to get to that level of mastery of whatever it is that they're doing, to be good enough at it, to make money and to have people notice them and stuff like that, right? And you're not gonna know exactly what that looks like until you get there, right? Like you can watch a million TikToks and a million YouTube videos on taking Instagram pictures, but until you go out, buy a tripod, have the tripod fall over a few times, take some really shitty pictures that you hate, go out, try again, you're not gonna ever learn the process. You're not gonna ever learn how to actually get good at something until you go out and try. If you love something enough, you're gonna do it. Like you're gonna make it happen. But if fear is stopping you, I really encourage you to consider the fact that like your dream self is waiting for you to take action. Your dream self is waiting for you to realize your potential. And the only thing that's getting in your way is yourself. And so I really encourage you, if you're struggling to take action on what you wanna do, or even understand or learn what you wanna do, like to decide what you wanna do, I really encourage you to just start doing, stop thinking so much and just start doing. So whether you're struggling to take control and start doing things for yourself, or you're struggling to let go of control a little bit, I think the commonality between these two things is fear. So what I really believe the key to manifestation is finding this happy medium between controlling your destiny, taking control and doing the work that you need to get there, but also not obsessing over it to a point where you don't let the universe work for you. You will naturally attract the life that you dream of once you stop operating out of fear, and once you start doing what you love out out of love for that thing. And again, I'm still trying to figure out exactly what that looks like because I'm still trying to reach that happy medium myself. But I really think what it comes down to is letting yourself work and grind when you need, and letting yourself rest when you need as well, or using less time to go and watch other people living your dream life and instead going and taking action to go and live that dream life. As amazing as it is to be inspired by other people and to get ideas from other people, all the time that you're spending looking at someone else's life and how they're being successful, you could be spending that working towards your own. There's a happy medium between learning and doing, but I encourage you to be more on the side of doing. If you want to do something, you will make it happen. No one else can lead you there. No one else can do that for you, right? They can tell you how they did it, but it's not going to be the same for you because you bring something to this world that is so unique and valuable that no one else has, right? So figure out what your future, your dream self needs from you right now and start doing that thing to go get there. Because again, I promise you, your future self is waiting for you. Everything that you want and dream of is already yours. You just have to believe that too, right? So hopefully this is helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any questions or anything else you guys want me to cover. I really enjoy making these videos. These are definitely becoming my favorite videos like on my channel. So I definitely want to keep making more depending on like what you guys want to see. So have a great day, have a great week, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.